Namaste and great, beautiful morning. It is a Sunday and it is November 10th, 2019. Good morning. Hi, I am Destiny, your health, nutrition, and holistic coach, and I am a nutritarian. And my purpose in this spiritual awakening journey, guys, is to help people to awaken and to become consciously aware of their whole health, what they're eating and putting in their bodies, and how to pamper and love their entire body. Also, I am a motivator and encourager, a personal coach, and a motivator speaker to inspire people to live beyond their greatest expectation of themselves while growing into their beautiful and authentic self and to learn to tap into their higher and greater consciousness state of being. And my signature stamp is be healthy, healed, whole, wholesome, and complete. And I have been doing a lot of talking on nutrition, plant-based, vegan, vegetarian, a healthy, holistic diet. And this is where the Creator has me now, at this place where He's really want me to bring this information out into the public. And I know there's a lot of videos out there, there's a lot of people teaching this, and I know people are looking in, but it's time to not just look in, it's time to come in. Come in. Bring your whole self into the room and open up your heart and your mind and your eyes and your heart and your ears, and you need to get this information. So go get your pencils, your pads, your paper, your tape recorders, whatever you need to get, and you get this information. Once you get it, and once this video is done, you go and do your own research, because guys, I am trying to make you accountable. We have to come to the place where we are accountable for our own bodies, our own health, our eating styles, and for who we are. We have to be accountable. Information that people is bringing to you and pouring out in front of you, in videos that you may have run across, in conversations that you may hear from other people. All of that is great because the Creator in the universe is bringing information through signs to you to get your attention. So once you get your attention, hey, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. Guys, you need to get in, dive in deep, and you need to hear this, because there is no incidents, there is no coincidence, there is no accidents. I keep telling you, you are here for this purpose, and this information is for you. I'm going to jump right into it. Foods that kill and that will never heal you. That is the topic today. Look right straight ahead and you'll see your topic. Foods that kill. Foods that kill. So what we need to do is eat foods that will heal. And I'm just going to be straight out, because I give it just like the Creator gave it to me. So guess what? We are poisoning ourselves, friends. What are you talking about, Destiny? I knew. I heard the voices before I even got in front of the camera. What are you talking about, Destiny? Why are we poisoning ourselves? Why would I kill myself? We are killing ourselves, and we are unconsciously aware of, because we are so addicted to foods, because it tastes good, because it smells good, it looks good. Hey, all foods are not healthy for you. I don't care what they look like, what they smell like, what they taste like, what people are telling you about them. You got to go and get the information for yourself. Dig deep, and you start doing your own personal search, your own personal searches, and you get out there and get this information. Talk to the divine source and divine creator, your higher power, your God. Get out into nature. He will show you some food like you ain't never seen before. So, seriously, you're not consciously aware of what I'm saying. You are poisoning yourselves. Friends, we are poisoning ourselves. I'm talking about foods that kill. And it's time to understand the facts about sugar and sugar addiction and the dangers of consuming animal-based products such as cow's milk and their dairy products that comes from cows and the meat that comes from cows and all other animal meats, including your seafoods. Oh, you said seafoods, Destiny? You heard me? Including seafoods. My crabs, my oysters, my fish. Destiny, what you trying to tell me? You trying to take that from me too? I'm not trying to take anything from you. The choice of what you put in your body, the choice of what you decide to eat, is all up to you. My advice is that we eat to live and live to eat. But you have to make that choice. You have to make a conscious choice and a decision about what you want for yourself and how you want to live. I'm just bringing what the Creator, my God, has given me to put out here in this video in front of you. Hopefully that you will awake enough to hear what is being said, and then you will take it serious enough to go and do your own research on this topic. And all the other topics that you're hearing, do your very own research. Seafood, yes, that's what I said. We must start learning how we can prevent and restore our health and our vitality with our food choices. We definitely really have to get serious. We got to take this serious. Too much sickness is on the rise. Too many diseases on the rise. Too many people are dying, and they're pointing their fingers at every other thing that is killing them, that is taking them out, that's causing these sickness and pains and symptoms in their bodies, but they are not pinpointing that these things are tied to the foods that they are eating. We got to wake up and we got to get seriously about what we're eating and the types of foods that we are putting in our bodies. We got to get serious. We got to get out there and start reading and doing researches and learn about the toxins that are in these foods, the chemicals that these foods are being placed with, the way they have been planted and they've been fertilized, and GMOs and all of this. It's out there. So are you down with me out there? Are you down with Destiny on this? If you are, hit the comment box at Destiny. We are down with you. Destiny, I'm down with you. Destiny, I am finally listening. But there are many ways to regaining and maintaining health. And I don't know what you've been told or what you believe, but I just told you something that is definitely absolutely true. There are many ways to regaining and maintaining your health. So in this video, I'm going to discuss healing naturally without medication. And that's another thing. We got to start running to our doctors, and these doctors that you're going to, these big pharmas, there's out there with this prescription, these drugs, and they throwing all kinds of medicines at you, and you're running and you're picking them up, and you're not reading the ingredients, and you don't know the names on these things. You're just taking their advice. Do your research again. I'm trying to give you information to help you to heal naturally and without medication. And what I'm trying to do is to help you know that you can heal naturally and without medication by not eating certain foods. It's just that simple. It's just that easy. And by replacing these specific foods with foods that will nourish the body and not burden your body and will not bring diseases and sickness upon you. So let's continue talking on these foods that will kill. In the civilized Western world, many have forgotten and they are confused on what is real food. We don't know. We have not been introduced to a healthy nutrition and wholesome diet for many years now. Because everybody out there is on the rise of making money. They're putting everything out there on the market saying it's hosting it. Yes, it's wholesome and it's nutritious and it's healthy. No, we got to go and dig far beyond what they are putting in these foods and how these foods are being grown. We got to take this serious. Western civilization has brought us many new inventions, and among all the changes humanity has achieved, technology and modern medicine are leading. It's leading in the place where now they're the top of the news, or top of the newsreel. When you turn on TV or radios or you're on the internet, that's all you hear about technology and the modern medicines that are leading us. And there are always two sides to every story, guys. We all know that. Two sides to every story. That's why we as a people are so divided. We are so separated. And we always can't get along because we always want to prove our point to be true, our point to be right. Your truth or your truth. Everybody has their own individual truth. The truth is within you. Your gut intuition, your divine creator, your God will reveal that to you if you go on inside. Stop being so divided. But we are a divided people because every person seems to want to have their own personal platform to tell their story. And we fight against everything like who we are and what our purpose are in this life. And we fight against religion and we fight against faith. We fight against who our gods are. We fight because there are a lot of different gods. So, we just can't get to that place like, oh, there's one God. No, whatever that you give your focus, your time, and all your attention to, your passion, your love, that what you spend your time with and around, that can become your God. It's just as simple as that. Whether it's your food, whether it's your children, whether it's your house, your car, your job, whether it's your religion, your faith, I don't care. Anything can become a God what holds your greater attention. So people stop fighting about what God is. He's your divine power, your higher source, your creator. He is the creator of this universe. He is the creator of you. And then he put himself within you. And he turned around and said, look now, you are God. And we allow all these things to separate us. Where we came from. How do we get here? Even down to food. We're still warring and fighting against each other. We're warring and fighting against each other. And that's the big one now, people. Foods. We are constantly fighting. And we've always got something to say about somebody who's trying to do better and trying to have a more healthier, wholesome lifestyle. But you're putting down people. And people who out there who've gone beyond eating all these crazy foods that are causing sickness and diseases in our bodies, and there are these foods that are breaking down your immune system. We can't go out there and argue and make people who has not arrived to that place to understand about these foods. We can't make them feel bad either. We got to love on them, and we got to give them the information the best way we know how, in pure love. And we got to help them. We never seem, guys, to agree on anything, and I don't understand it. Not until, like I said, the Creator woke me up back here last year in October 2018. I understand now. And I've done videos on that. So let me tell you something. I know most people, they go to their Bibles. Like I said, my Bible is my spirituality roadmap. It's my roadmap to my higher and greater self. It's my roadmap to my higher, greater constant state of being. And it's to the kingdom of heaven, which he had put himself in me. It's my spiritual roadmap. That's what my Bible is. So however you choose to use your Bible, that's up to you. I don't use it the way I was taught when I was in Christianity. Creator, my God, that you all want to give him a name, but he's my divine source. He's my God. He's my creator of the universe. This is how he revealed to me. So, like I said, we never seem to agree on anything. So let me read something to you. And maybe we can come to some kind of agreement. I'm going to the Bible where everybody likes to pull out that Bible and throw stuff at you, okay? Genesis chapter 1, verse 29 through 31. Genesis chapter 1, verses 29 through 31. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. And I did a video and I said when that Bible talks about meat, it's not talking about animal flesh. It's talking about meat. It's another word for food. Go out there and do the research. Meat is another word of saying food. Let me continue. And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life, I have given every green herb for meat, for food. And it was so. He gave green herbs and plants and seeds and fruits to mankind, to humans, as well as to the animals. He didn't get animals for humans to eat, and he didn't get animals for animals to eat. He gave you all a specific diet. And then God said, that was the last verse, verse 31. Everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. So what happened? We went away from the plan and from the vegetarian or vegan diet of our divine source, our creator God. He gave us plants, herbs, fruits, and seeds for our diet. And he said that was very good. So now we are eating these foods that kill, because what we are eating things that is not healthy for us, that is not nutritious, that is not wholesome, that is not healthy and holistic. You're not eating the herbs and the plants and the seeds and all that your creator is giving you for your food. He didn't say I gave it to you for meat of the animals. I'm telling you guys, read. Now those words, it didn't come out of my mouth. And those words, it came out of that Bible that you hold on to so dearly, that Bible that you're reading, and that Bible that you're not really looking at closely and dissecting to really understand, and talking to your creator, say, hey, what does this mean? Let him talk to you and be quiet for a minute. Hear what the creator, your God, is trying to tell you. Be quiet enough to hear. Silence yourself. And then be teachable. Those words came out of your Bible. So, can you and I agree with that? Okay. Just think on that. Just think on that. So let me continue. The processing of the food and the changes in agriculture and the adding of sugar to most every processed food. The fast food chains are bringing larger and larger portions of meat, cheese, processed white flour, and sugar to the customers, which are us. And we're going into these fast food places, and we're going into these grocery stores and these markets, into these restaurants, and we're just pulling off foods, and we're just piling up things. And we're like, I'm taking this home, and we're eating, and we are killing ourselves. And all of this and all of these things is deprived of any nutrition or fiber. These things, all of this processed meats, these cheese processes, these white flours, and all the sugars, guys, all of this is deprived of any nutrients or fiber. We have become a culture to believe that more is better. And in the process, we have forgotten what real food is. More is better. Pour it on. Pour more on cheese. I got to have more cheese. I got to have more oil in my food. I got to have more sugar. Pour on the sugar. I got to have all of this butter on my bread. Pour it on. It's better. It's better. I got to have all these hot sauces and all these different spices and all these different soybean sauces and these different things. More we think is better. It's better. No, it's killing you. It's killing you, and it is damaging and destroying your body, and it's setting you up for sickness and diseases that will take over your body, and eventually it will lead to all kinds of sickness and diseases and to death. Foods that kill. In the process, guys, we have really forgotten what real food is, because now we listen to other people's voices inside of our heads, and we are gone away from the plan and the diet of our divine creator. Medicine's greatest challenges now are diseases, I'm telling you, and they related to obesity, heart disease, diabetes, and cancer, and these all are diet related and can be prevented or cured by just eating whole and nutritious foods. That is easier than you make it out to be. Eating whole and nutritious foods. And we just keep away from those foods which are not wholesome and nutritious. We can overcome a lot of the health issues and the problems that we have occurring and reoccurring in our bodies. That is damaging our immune system. That is damaging our cells and our organs, our bowel system. You know what? And I hear it from all around a lot of people, because I got a mouth now, and I just put out the truth. You receive it or not, you take it, you leave it. It's up to you. The choice is yours. But I often hear, is everything bad for us? And they're hearing this bad, nasty talk. Is everything bad for us? Well, I learned not to argue with people. So my question to them is, what does God and nature have to say about their creation of foods? He told you in Genesis chapter 1, verses 29 through 31. So let God and your creator and nature answer that. And that's how I leave it. And if you can't agree with this answer, and then how can you say that you agree with your Bible? And stop slinging and slashing around at people's face and trying to preach a message that you don't understand what you're preaching. But people get to murmuring and get complaining, they get to whining and get to sniffling and crying, and they start saying, I'm confused and I'm frustrated, because with all the forbidden things you're saying that we can't eat, and things that we can't put in our bodies, and the things that we can't digest, then there's nothing left that we can eat. There's nothing left that is good to eat. That's you talking. That's that ego inside your head is talking. You better shut it off. You better shut the ego off and let your soul, consciousness, your God, your higher power speak to you. You better start listening and hearing what the God is saying. So then that brings me to another question that I had to ask them. I had to pose to them about such statement that they're pointing at me or shooting at me. So I asked, when has it been the last time that you're taking a stroll out into nature? And they just like, eyes go big then. Eyes get huge like, why are you asking me such a question like that? When has it been the last time that you're taking a stroll out into nature? Because nature is our superstore. It is our healthy market of all our plants and all our fruits, all our seeds, all our herbs, our spices, all our vegetables, all those leafy greens, and etc. and etc. and etc. Is nature. It's a cupboard of all our food. That's where we need to go. Take a stroll into nature. It's your all healthy and wholesome diet given to mankind for foods and for the animals as well. So you go back to your Bible and you read that passage of scripture again. And then you answer the question yourself. You want to share it with me? Share the answer, your answer in the comment box below. I am happy to report that it isn't so. All these questions that you're throwing at me and all these things that you're posing and bickering and fighting with other people and just trying to make your point and trying to prove that you're right and trying to prove that, hey, what people are saying is crazy and it's stupid because now we're left without anything to eat, with it, anything good. People, please stop whining. Stop whining. Get a life. Get real. That's your excuse because you're not ready to give it up. You don't want to give it up. You're comfortable and you're addicted to those foods, and this is all that you know, and it's all that you're willing to accept and to learn at this point of your life. So stop trying to make excuses and stop trying to blame people because you are in a place that you don't want to grow and learn to do better. So I'm telling you that out there in nature, your God, He has laid out your food for you to eat. It's your all healthy and wholesome diet, and it's given to mankind for food. So like I said, you go back to your Bible, you read it, and you get that passage of scripture, and you read it, and you refine it, and you allow your God, your creator, to really reveal the truth to you to the point where you can break it down to a smaller fraction where you can get this. But I'm happy to report that what you're saying isn't so, and it isn't truth. And it is important to understand that some foods, on how foods affect our bodies, yes, it is important to understand that there are some foods and there are some facts. And we got to get the truth. We got to get away from the myths versus the lies. We got to get away from the myths versus the facts. We got to get away and get beyond all that and all the bickering and fighting and arguing. It is important to understand surely that some facts on how foods affect your body is very vital, that we need to take attention and pay close attention to. So we can't get informed, and not just for ourselves. Whew. Slow it down, Destiny. Let them hear that again. We can get informed. We just got to open up our ears and we just got to open up our eyes. We just got to get out there and do our own study and our own researches. And we got to get out there in front of nature and our divine God and our divine source and our higher power. And we got to get out there and we got to start opening ourselves up to hear, because the information is out there. The truth is out there. We can debunk all the myths and the lies about a healthy, wholesome, healthy diet and eating plant-based and vegetarian food. We can get informed, and not just for ourselves, but for the sake of our children. Does they matter to you? Do your children matter to you? If you're not going to do it for yourself, people, please think about your children's health, their life, and that they want to live a long, healthy, wholesome life. Do it for your children. We can make a change if we want to. The choice is up to us to live a healthier life, a healthier, wholesome lifestyle. And here I am at this point right here. I'm going to give you this information on 3 foods that we should avoid. And I know you like, Destiny, you can keep that information, but turn off the video. You don't have to listen to this. You walk away to what you can resonate with what you agree with what that you have chose to believe in. You go on back and you turn it off. It's not for you in the first place. If you're going to sit here all this time and you still debate, I'm not going to debate with you. I'm bringing it and I'm putting it out there and I'm throwing it out there and I'm bringing it hard, because this is how God, my creator, my divine source in nature, has revealed all this information to me, and I'm giving it to you. Whether you want to hear it or not, it's up to you. For those who are interested and you want to listen, keep following this video. But I got 3 foods that we should avoid. Number 1, sugar. And I did a video out there on sugar. I'm going to post that video in the description box. Sugar addiction. Death by sugar may not be an overstatement, and evidence is mounting that sugar is the major factor causing obesity and chronic disease. Number 2, dairy products. Lactose intolerance, also called lactose deficiency, is the inability to digest and to mobilize lactose. It's a sugar that is found in milk. Your dairy products, those cows that you love so much and you like for their milk to be sucked out of them so you can put it into your refrigerator and so you can drink it. There's sugars found in milk, and it is caused by a lack of the enzyme lactose in your digestive system that is required to break down lactose. Number 2, that was dairy products. So, improve your general well-being and heal from these symptoms, including other symptoms like abdomen pain and bloating, influxness, diarrhea and nausea, and acid refluxes, and all the results by just reducing drastically or completely by abstaining from dairy products. It was never meant for humans to drink an animal's milk. You know, it was never meant for me, and that's another whole video. Healthy substitutes, though, such as almond milk or rice milk, can easily be made in your own kitchen. Your own kitchen. Your own kitchen. You can take it or leave it. Your own kitchen. So you just got to go into your kitchen, like I told you on the video a couple of days ago. Go into your kitchen. Go into your refrigerator. Clean it out. Go into your food pantry and clean it out. Just go into your kitchen and let yourself start it being creative. Allow the creative juices to flow out of you for more healthy eating. Let it come out. You got to first clean out the junk, clean out the unhealthy foods, clean it out, throw it out. And then you sit back and say, okay, I'm ready now. Then you allow the creative juices in you to flow out, and you will make beautiful creative choices and healthy meals. And the third thing, the dangers of eating meat. Meat consumption has conclusively been linked to obesity, and you guys do not try to deny that. It has been linked to heart disease, cancer, diabetes, and a